everybody, thanks for stopping in. This is Sig's Kitchen. I'm Big Sig. Today we're going to be making a stuffed pork loin wrapped in bacon with mushroom and baby spinach. My sister does not eat meat, so today we will also be stuffing portobello mushrooms with the same spinach and cheese. I've already gone ahead and diced up some onion. I've already washed the mushrooms. If you don't already know, you want to clean the mushrooms. They do come out of the ground, so you don't want dirt in your food. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna cut this open, I'm gonna stop prepping, and I'll show you what we're gonna do next. So even though this is a new video and we are not sponsored, I would like to say the main ingredient for today, because everything is going to have a theme going forward, is beer. I would also like to let you know the ingredient going forward for the rest of the videos to come will also be beer. Stay tuned. We're gonna cut open the pork. Because the pork is cryovac, it will be in its own juices. So the next step we're going to do is we're going to give it a quick rinse to stop any contamination. We're going to let it dry. We're going to throw it right on the cutting board. So with the pork loin, you're going to have this fat on the top and silver skin. We're going to cut this away because we're going to be wrapping this in bacon before we throw it on the smoker. So by adding the fat content, a lot of this won't break down, so we're gonna remove it. You wanna grab a small piece, make a little flap. Yes, I said flap. And then you wanna peel back while you're cutting. Don't ever cut towards yourself. I'm okay, because I'm a professional. Man, that's some big meat. That's what she said. So some of the meat will come away when you are cutting the fat off. You can save it. Makes great if you wanna make ground pork. Just add your fat content however you like it. In my case, my fat content's here. Now cut it like you hate it. Try to keep your knife facing the top so that you remove as little meat as possible. After you're done trimming all the fat, this is about what you should be looking at. You can leave a little bit of fat, it will render down during the cook, or you can make it as clean as possible. Next, we're going to fillet it open, we're going to flatten it out, and then we're going to beat it like it owes us money. Start by making an incision in the middle. You don't want to go all the way through. You want to go down about 1/4 of an inch left of the meat. You got to make it.
Like that. Oh yeah. She likes it.
Then what we're going to do, we're going to make an incision on the side. And we're going to start rolling it out. You want to keep your knife flat and roll out like Autobots. If you happen to cut through the bottom like I did here and here, don't worry about it. This is backyard cooking and nobody gives a fuck if you mess up. It's all going to get eaten and no one's going to complain. And if they do, it's your house. Send them the fuck home. You don't need to do that. I just like to beat my meat. So now that we're filleted good enough for me, wash your hands before you touch anything else. So now we're gonna grab some saran wrap, or plastic wrap, whatever you guys decide to call it. Of course I was unprepared, so mine wasn't open. This is made for people smarter than me, because I still can't open this. Oh, look at that. It's got a little strap on the end. How do I fucking do this? Oh, look at it. It's got a zipper. I did it. Winning. Probably should take the strap off the end. So this piece is no good. Always get rid of the first one. Try again. When the plastic wrap is smarter than you, don't ever give up. Never surrender. You're gonna cover this with some plastic wrap. Just enough to do it again. And get your ass kicked for a third time by the plastic wrap. Now we're gonna get Big Daddy Smasher here. And we're gonna go straight out of fucking Compton. And you're gonna beat your meat. This is gonna help tenderize and flatten out. So while cooking, you wanna get personal with your food. You know, this is like, oh, that's for trading Tom Brady to Tampa Bay. This is for the Bruins losing the Stanley. I don't know shit about basketball, but I'm sure the Celtics did something fucked up this year too. So just keep going with it. Enjoy what you're doing. Cooking is supposed to be fun, and if you can't enjoy it, get the fuck out the kitchen. So now that you've beat your meat, I'm sure you're exhausted, but there's more steps to go. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna open up some bacon. and not lose the plastic wrap in your food. We're gonna take this bacon, just like we did the other pork, because pig likes pig. We're going to lay the bacon out on the cookie sheet, or whatever it is you have. Remember to sterilize your counters first, because a lot of meat's gonna be touching everything. You don't wanna cross-contaminate. So right now we're working with about 8 pounds of meat. He's a big boy. We're gonna throw another 2 pounds of bacon. And then we're gonna lay the meat on top of the meat, because who the fuck don't like meat? Unless you're my sister, in that case, we'll get into the next step of the video soon. So we're gonna start with 1 pound. We may use the second, we may not, depending on how the rest of the fillet goes. Judging by my mathematical calculations and the size of meat to bacon ratio, we're gonna need the 2nd pound. Next step, are you ready? We're gonna get down and dirty. And because I've touched my hat, wash your hands again. Remember, sanitary. Also, I'd like to thank Bonnie for making such big rolls, because I go about 200 of them a video. So we're gonna take this, you're gonna slap her down, get it ready, meat on the bacon. This is where you wanna make her pretty. Not that she wasn't beautiful already. Again, wash your hands, because you touched your meat. So because this is such a big piece of meat, we're gonna be seasoning pretty liberal with some Blackstone tequila lime rub and a little bit of fresh black pepper. Just because you can crack it like a skull with your meat hitter. So we're just gonna go over lightly. You don't have to go too crazy. We are gonna season the outside of the bacon as well with a little bit of barbecue on the end to make a nice glaze. So now that you have this down, a little bit of stuttering. Every time I stutter, I'm a drink. It's a drinking game. You drink with me. Put down in the comments below what you like to drink, what you want to see me drink, and how we're going to do it. Cheers. Take your fresh pepper, crack it like a skull, drop it like a tile. So now that you've dropped it like it's hot, because I will probably drop this when the grill gets hot, we're going to put this off to the side for now. We're going to focus on the stuffing, which is going to be provolone cheese, fresh portobello mushrooms, and fresh baby spinach. Let's get into it. All right, so we're going to take our beer from counter A to B, because you can't cook unless you're drinking. And remember, if you're drinking now, everything tastes better. Usually you want to get your pan hot. When you start seeing it steam a little bit, you want to add some oil. In this case, I had already thrown my onion in the pan, so we're going to act like it's not there. We're going to wait till the pan gets hot. When you hear the onion sizzle a little bit, we're going to cook them down till they're translucent. A little bit of oil, like this. You just make love to it. I don't think anything came out, so we're going to do that again. Make love to it. There you go. Salt your pan. Oh yeah. Little fresh pepper from A to B. Okay, that's enough. It's speaking to me. The food whisperer. We had already cleaned mushrooms. We're going to throw them in there just like that. Should have used a bigger pan, but we're going to go with it. Stuff that landed on the floor. Call the dog. Don't have him. Throw it out. You're going to lose a little bit, but you're still going to have enough to stuff your meat with. So, cooking is fun. Yeah, there we go. When drinking beer, be sophisticated, okay? We're not savages here. Pinkies up. Okay, so now we're gonna get a close-up of the fungi. Fungi, get it? It was a fucking joke. I'm not good at those. So, next we're gonna add in some baby spinach. It's not actually baby, it's full-grown spinach. Bag. In. Spinach wilts extremely fast. It's gonna go slow because I said fast. Don't worry, I didn't put it back in the full. Now we wait. You will see that the spinach is starting to wilt. That is exactly what we want. As it shrinks down, because one bag does not make enough unless you're skinny. I'm fat as fuck, and I love it. We're going to add more spinach and repeat the first process of drinking beer and waiting. I am going to be so trashed by the end of the videos. Do I have something in my teeth? Alright, so our mushrooms and spinach are almost finished. We're going to come back in, we're going to hit it with a little bit more salt. Right now we're going to go outside and we're going to fire up the smoker. Come on. You can't smoke if you ain't drinking. Looks like we're empty. We came prepared. Always be prepared while cooking in the backyard. Otherwise, go the fuck home. So now that we're cooking on the Pit Boss Classic, we set her to smoke. We're gonna let her come up to temp. Once she starts smoking, we're gonna crank up to about 250 degrees. We're gonna cook today at about 250 to 275. We'll probably be cooking for probably about an hour and a half to 2 hours because it's a big piece of meat. Today we're using apple because fruit wood goes great with pork, as well as a little bit of hickory blend because I like the smoke flavor. It's gonna be a good day. Alright, so we're back inside. Our spinach and mushrooms have been sitting. You want to let stuff rest for a little bit because all the juices that are going to come out are going to reabsorb as the temperature cools. So we're going to hit this with a little bit more salt. You don't want to go crazy, just enough for that flavor because everything else is going to have seasoning. Too much seasoning might not be a good thing. Depending what your taste is, do what you like. Next step is going to be the meats. I forgot my cheese over there. We're going to kind of grab it like we knew what we were doing. Next step, mild provolone. Oh, it smells like ass. We're going to layer provolone. You can use whatever cheese you like, American, mozzarella. This is going to be Gouda. You see what I did there? Also, if you do this, it helps make everything taste better. Mushrooms are fully cooked. Don't stick your hands in the food. People frown upon that, but we're professionals. We're gonna take this, we're gonna come over here, we're gonna throw this down, just like that. We're gonna spread it out. This is gonna be a delicious meal for a ton of people. So you wanna spread it out and make sure you spank her. Make it good. I do have butcher's twine. We shouldn't need it because the bacon is going to hold it. But if you overstuff it, you can always go back and tie it up. I'm not talking about a good Saturday night. We're talking food here. So now that everything is layered up, the cheese and the stuffing is there, we're going to grab the edge of the pork and we're going to slowly start to roll the meat, followed by the bacon, because we would like to get a tight seal. Grab it. Grab it. You don't mean it. Drag it to you. Treat it like a lady. Wrap the bacon over the edge, because as we're rolling, we want that bacon to roll into it, almost like a porchetta. Say that. Also, for anybody that's married, take your wedding ring off. Very highly frowned upon. You're gonna grab it, bring it to you. Roll it. Evenly roll it. Oh my God. Oh. And magic has fucking happened. Tuck the ends. We're gonna grab leftover bacon. Fill it on. All the open spaces. You want bacon on top of bacon. Bacon. You're gonna tuck it. Some people like that. So now that your meat is ready to go onto the smoker, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of seasoning. Today we're using my Everglades original rub. You wanna just make that bacon say, ooh. We're gonna go like this. This is gonna give it that nice hickory color. smoky flavor with all that hickory and apple wood. We're gonna wash our hands to get all that seasoning off. You know it's good rub when your hands have been dyed the color of the meat. Going forward, being a meat channel, anytime I say the word meat, I want you all to take a sip with me. Meat. Meat. Nice to meet you. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get serious. So for the sake of safety, we're gonna get serial killer on this. Even my mother thought that shit was funny. Because the meat is so fucking heavy, we're gonna carry her out like this. And we'll see you at the smoker. So now that we're outside at the smoker, we're gonna take a little bit of fresh thyme out of the garden area here that I can't break. So we're gonna go like this. Take the whole thing, bring it. We're gonna break some of the sprigs off, and we're gonna sprinkle thyme. And if that ain't pretty, go home. We're at 245 degrees. We're going to put meat in. That probe is very hot at 245 degrees. So we're going to grab our trusty old serial killer gloves and we're going to stab it. You want to make sure that you're into the meat and not the stuffing, because the stuffing is going to cook through prior to the meat. Right now, my probe is reading 199 degrees because I had it on the smoker. But as that drops, we're gonna be looking for an internal temperature of 145 degrees for pork. I will probably take it up to 150 to 155 because my family tends to like it a little more cooked. With that being said, we'll check back in a little bit. Babe, wait till you see. I have so much meat for you later, you have no idea. So we got a quick little video of my wife. She decided to make some tomato, basil, and mozzarella with fresh basil from our garden, a little bit of seasoning on a wood plank that's been soaked in water. We're gonna throw it on the grill so that my sister has something to eat later instead of watching us eat 10 pounds of meat. Here we're gonna chop up the same provolone. Just gonna chop up small pieces, nothing fancy. We're gonna use it as stuffing with our spinach. Apparently cheese is harder to chop than I thought. Don't get fancy, just fucking cut it up. Look, watch your fingers, okay? Casualties can happen. We're good. Here I have the biggest portobello mushrooms I've ever seen. Not literally ever that I've seen, but we're gonna stuff them regardless. Let's get them out of the way. This is baby Sig. Little girl, say hi. Blow kisses to the people. Mwah! All right, get out of my video. Come on. Take that with you. Now, we're gonna go back over here. We have our spinach. Get rid of that. Use your hands, get down and dirty. Take a little bit of the cheese. Oh yeah. You wanna get all inside the edges. We're gonna throw some of this in here. The lighting is not great, but I'm not rich, so we deal with what we got. So we're gonna go and we're gonna top these off with a little bit of grated cheese. I like the fresh stuff. This is what we have. Fucking deal with it. Boom. 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 We're gonna finish it off with the tequila lime from Blackstone. Give it a little bit of color and a little bit of love. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes into the video. I haven't taken a sip. I'm feeling a little bit parched. I may faint, but we're gonna get this done. To finish off these beautiful mushrooms, a little bit of mozzarella. I lied, it's provolone, don't fucking listen to me. One too many beers in this video. We're gonna throw these on top of the smoker at 250 degrees. until done. Tenderness of the mushroom. It's gonna be all about touch, feel, and taste. Just how I do with my woman. All right, so we have our mushrooms. Take a little bit of our fresh basil just to top it off. As a look, here, see, we're gonna throw these on the smoker, 260 degrees until done. Take this, good. So now that the food's on the smoker, everything has been prepped and cooked. These will go on a little bit later because they tend to cook a little bit faster. Me and the wife are gonna go outside and enjoy what it is we call life. Take these mushrooms off. Remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. Beautiful. Portobello mushrooms. Pork loin's looking fantastic. We're gonna crisp up some of that bacon soon. Beer time. The mushrooms have come off. We're gonna get ready to put on the tomato, basil, and mozzarella. But because my sister can't wait, I want you to come in for the magic. We're gonna cut one of these. Oh, crunchy time. Super hot. It's done. It's been approved. Fucking phenomenal. We're gonna take these. We're gonna throw them on the good, grill good, me good, let's go good. We're gonna throw the tomatoes on the top rack of the grill. We're turned down to medium low. On the wood plank. There we go. Balance and act. Let them go till the cheese melts, tomatoes are tender, and then we're gonna eat them. So here we are, tomatoes are done. Absolutely beautiful, cooked perfectly. We're gonna do one of these, take that off. No soldier left behind. My fucking fingers are on fire. Grill is off. We're gonna have our lovely camera person get the door. She's not, so I will. We're gonna bring this inside. Vegetarian heaven. Yes! All right, so we're just about at 130 degrees internal. As soon as the smoke dissipates, we're gonna take some of our brand new bottle of Stubbs sweet honey and spicy barbecue sauce. We're gonna hit it on top of that bacon, and we're gonna let it get it so good. With a little bit of how you doing? Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank the heat up to 3 to 325, and we're gonna let that bacon get crispy for the next 15 degrees. All right, everybody, it's the moment of truth. First off, I'd like to just show you that everything we do is about family. Take a look around. Yeah. Everybody say hello.
What up?
This is us on a normal weekend, just having a good time, enjoying life. That's what everything's all about, right?
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look over here. We're at an internal of 145. Looking absolutely beautiful. Draining some of the juice, so as I pick this up, we're going to put her in here. So I have something to carry. We're going to shut our smoker off, let her cool down, and we're going to carry this into the house. Let it rest for about 15-20 minutes, and then we're going to cut her open. Alright, so we've given this a little bit of time to rest. We're going to slice this bad bitch open. I'm going to show you what the magic looks like, and then we're going to place it into our serving dish with the rest of the sides and stuff that we've made tonight. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video that we've put on so far, and I hope you look forward to coming back and checking out the rest. Yeah. Holy shit! Super hot. Ha! Ha! Hot. We're gonna cut this open. We're gonna transfer everything 1-inch slices over to our plate. Absolutely gorgeous, fully cooked through. It don't get much better than that. Quick recap if you aren't able to watch the entire video. Here's a quick breakdown. We made the pork loin stuff with spinach, provolone and mushroom, onion. We made the tomato, basil, mozzarella, and then we made the stuffed portobello mushroom with the smoked provolone. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment below. Let me know what it is you like and what you want to see us cook next. Thanks for stopping in at Sig's Kitchen. I'm Big Sig, and I'll see you in the next one. If you don't like cooking, stay the fuck out the kitchen.